I'm here to speak on concerns regarding inclusivity and safety for our kids. As a parent, your only hope for your children is to watch them grow, thrive, to be happy, and to be the best versions of themselves. You don't get to pick and choose character traits or looks when you have children. You have the child that God blesses you with, the child God created specifically for you. Elijah, my son, is caring, extremely considerate, compassionate, and brings sunshine into the darkest rooms, and I feel privileged to be his mom. I'm here to address the recent remarks made by Commissioner Grooms regarding my child and, in effect, other children like him. As a community, it is our duty to foster an environment of respect and support, especially towards our young people. The comments made were not only hateful, but also goes against the values of inclusivity and kindness that we stand for. I urge the board to reaffirm our commitment to respectful discourse and to consider the impact of our words on the well-being of our youth. It is crucial that you as leaders set an example of positive and constructive communication for all citizens in this community. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good evening, commissioners. For those that don't know me, my name is Taryn Masterson, and I stand before you as a proud queer person and lifelong member of this community. I'm here today to express my sincere disappointment and anger at the behavior of this board, particularly regarding the behavior of Commissioner Andy Grooms and the deafening silence from the rest of you regarding his actions. Recently, Commissioner Grooms shared a picture of a teenage boy, Elijah, who wore a dress to prom and won prom king, calling it sick. This public shaming not only incited a dog pile of online hate, but also targeted a young member of our community who simply dared to express himself. This type of behavior from an elected official is not only unprofessional, but also wildly harmful. It sends a very clear message that bullying and discrimination are acceptable, even encouraged in this county. Elijah responded to the online attacks with grace and dignity. They are confident and beautiful, qualities that they were recognized and celebrated for by their school when they chose him as prom king. Elijah exemplifies the very best of our youth: courage, authenticity, and resilience. Let's not forget now that at the same age of 17, our Commissioner Grooms was charged with multiple felonies, including arson. And another of our distinguished commissioners, Robin, we all know why she was made popular recently. We won't relive that.
Ms. Masters.
Your
Ms.
actions,
Masters.
yes.
Can't pinpoint out. Just keep talking, but make your point, okay? Okay.
Your actions and inactions speak volumes about the values you uphold. When an adult in a position of power publicly condemns a teenager for their choice of attire, it's not just a personal attack. It's an attack on every young person in our community who's struggling to find their place in this world. It's an attack on every family who wants their child to grow up in a community where they are accepted for who they are. To the commissioners who've remained silent, your silence is complicity. By not speaking out against this behavior, you're endorsing it. You're telling our community that it's okay to demean and degrade those who are different. You're telling our queer youth that they do not matter, that they are not safe, that they are not welcome here. Shaming and othering us does not change who we are. It just destroys people you probably know and think that you love. In some cases, it kills them. This isn't hyperbole. This is the reality of the damage caused by bigotry and intolerance, the likes of which you've displayed. We all deserve better than this. Our children deserve better role models. Our community deserves leaders who will stand up against hate and bigotry. We deserve a board of commissioners that will lead with compassion, understanding, and respect for all of its community members. I call on this entire board to take responsibility and to act. Publicly apologize to Elijah, who did come today, and to the entire queer community of Richmond County. Denounce this behavior and take a stand against discrimination in all its forms. It's time for our leaders to lead by example and to uphold basic dignity and respect. It's time for Richmond County to show that we are a community that values diversity, that supports our youth, and that will not tolerate hate. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Masters.
Chairman. Today I would like to talk to you about how people have the capacity to change, to let things be, and to learn to accept things an issue in life. We as adults have to be there for our children in any case, good and bad, sickness and in health. We have to be the backbone for our new energizing society, no matter what. This world is changing, and we have to change with it. To be an official and to say something like that was wrong. My grandson is a very special, wonderful, entertaining, smart, and has no hate in his heart for no one. He was picked by his peers, so they should tell you something about him.
So this is Jerry Tilley. Welcome, sir.
Thanks, sir. Just a quick side note, when we were downstairs, we were told there were no cell phones allowed in here. There are a lot of cell phones. You might wanna talk to me about that. All right, hello everyone, and thank you for allowing me to speak today on such an important topic. I'm known for being long-winded, so let me jump straight to the point. Recently, a local elected official posted on Facebook in regards to a student winning prom king at Richmond Senior High School with the caption, "This is sick." One would hope that they were using sick in its good context, but that was simply not the case. Their comment section began to fill with the sort of vile, hateful, and homophobic vitriol that one would expect from a small town in the South. But at the same time, a growing number of voices rallied together to combat that hate and to shine a light on it, to force it out of the darkness. You see, lots of people get very brave behind the sharp clicks of their keyboards, but lack the courage of their convictions when the harsh light of reality sets in. So while there should never be a forum where an elected official is permitted to get away with such blatant disrespect of one of their own constituents without any repercussions, this community came to the aid of one of its own and a force for good and for right. So that brings me here today to talk to you all about a growing, very evident need in Richmond County, the need for inclusivity. This month marks Pride Month, and as far as I'm aware, Richmond County has made no effort to create an event or host a parade or do anything to let our brothers and sisters in the LGBTQIA+ community know that not only are they a welcome part of our county, they are a vital one as well. At the last meeting, I listened to 10 proclamations to celebrate holidays that were already celebrated, so it seems like that's just the thing that this body for which it was created. We can certainly organize these events without you, but we'd rather do it with you. One young lady wrote to me about the struggles that she had and continues to have as a youth that grew up gay in Richmond County. Shunned by her family, she had no one to turn to for comfort or support, and she literally had to leave Richmond County in order to find herself and get the help she needed, because that's the mentality that was and still is present in this county, and it's been allowed to be that way for far, far too long. Rockingham, the jewel in the crown of our county, bills itself as a city looking forward. Forward to what, I wonder? With views like those being shared by elected officials here in this county, it's forward to the past. And regardless of any beliefs you hold, that's not how any of us should want things to be. In closing, I would also encourage the county to adopt a social media policy in regards to its elected officials in order to avoid any future embarrassing blunders. Just something to think about. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, sir.